I have attended graduations, I think, every year since 1988. I have spoken at many graduations. I hardly remember anything that ever was said at any of those graduations. But I have a feeling that I'm going to remember this one. I am very proud of you, gentlemen.
It's my pleasure to read these names of our graduates. Mr. Meyer.
My parents don't get to really see me, but I talk to them on the phone. And they tell me they can hear the change, the way I talk, do Bible studies with my mom over the telephone. I try to live life as a Christian now instead of doing the old things. I try to be a good role model to the other people in my program, the dorm, outreach, go to people I see struggling and talk to them and tell them, hey, that's not the way we're supposed to live. We're made in God's image, and we need to reflect God's image.
Mr. Peacock.
It's been a good year. What's next is my second year at Ligonier. Just get even more equipped to be able to spread the gospel to people, and teach them what I've learned.
Mr. Medina.
In the environment we live, in our community, a Christian community, you can feel it when you go into our dorm. The environment, you can feel the atmosphere is different, the way we carry ourselves.
And Mr. Sanchez.
And since I've come in here, since I've, become a real Christian, and I can say I'm a real Christian now, I wasn't before I come into prison. It's changed my life, and I hope that for everybody. I don't ever want to see anybody in this place. I have a sense of peace and a joy that I didn't have before. I know that old me is sitting in the corner somewhere waiting to be fed, but I don't feed him anymore. Ligonier has given me an opportunity to leave behind a legacy, which is what I'm supposed to do.
Seeing that these men are so committed to studying, and many of them found faith in Christ while they have been inmates here at Bibb County or perhaps elsewhere. And what you see is the transforming power of the gospel.
Dr. Sproul understood that theology is more than just a topic for debate for scholars in the seminary. The lessons learned in seminary should inform and enrich our theology at every level of ministry and work. He believed that we should teach good theology and that good theological training would lead to right thinking about our world and our lives. Dr. Sproul continues to be a blessing to prisoners around the world. Our hope is Jesus Christ. Our hope is in the resurrection. What that hope looks like for us in prison is that we don't have to allow our circumstances or the environment define us. We don't have to believe all these things that we're worthless or that there's no hope for us and we're always losers and we'll never amount to anything. The hope is this, that I don't have to feel like I'm a prisoner. I don't have to act like I'm a prisoner. I don't have to talk like I'm a prisoner. I can live as a man. I've regained my identity in Christ. I'm more than a prisoner. I'm a Christian, and we're free. We can live as free men on the inside. The men who graduate today are not perfect men, but we strive. And more than strive, we trust our God to transform us into the men that He wants us to be. And we know there's a lot of work to be done. I'm proud of what we have accomplished here with Ligonier Inside. Our minds are being renewed.
I've seen a lot of people just confused about life and just down and out. Certain people you get to talk to about Jesus, and when you do, you can see a light come on in them. And it's not nothing we do. It's all Jesus.
Now, one of the main things that has been a real blessing to me is just guys coming up and, hey, how do I handle this situation? what does the Bible say about this, or what does this passage mean? Those are great opportunities.
We might be in prison, but we can live as free men, you know what I'm saying? And we can go out and use our freedom to help others, spread the word, spread the gospel, let them know the promises of God, your salvation.
What more can we do to help other people so that when they get out, they're equipped to do what they need to do to not come back?
To be able to have that opportunity, seeing how it's been helping these guys along the way, it's priceless. You can't put a tag on it.
It's been a blessing to be a part of this journey thus far, and we are prayerful that things only get better as we prepare to do just like my brother said, to advance the kingdom. So please, keep us in prayer as we continue on with this group as well as the next, because we have a hard road ahead of us.
We're giving them something that is for the heart. And we're getting more guys coming to classes. We're getting more guys signing up for classes. We're giving them the truth, giving them gospel, and letting them know that no matter what the situation is, that God is walking with them. The more we have, the more we can grow.
I would not surrender my identity as a Christian to be free, right? So I see in God's sovereign providence that because of my own waywardness and my own willingness to sin, that he brought me here so that my light might shine. And my hope is in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. When this life is over and I see Jesus face to face, hope to me looks like salvation. My hope is not getting out of prison or getting rich or having a lot of friends or being really respected by other inmates. My hope is that I'll finish the course well and my Father will say, well done.